my stream at Twitch just to make sure we are up and running. Yep, looks like we're good. All right, good deal. So we're going to do a couple of warm-ups. And crapola. I don't have my Wacom plug. Wow, I am super prepared today. So I am going to take a short break. I'm going to just write my mea culpa in purple, the ultimate color of I'm sorry. Yeah. Be right back. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and plug this sucker in so I can get my little best friend here going. Because I loves my Wacom. Is it just like a universal rule that the first time you ever plug in a USB that it has to be pointed in the wrong direction? Because I'm pretty sure there's something about that on the internet. So, with any luck, we can actually get this baby rolling. Let me go ahead and adjust my webcam just a touch so y'all can see my stupid head. Then I think we're ready to go. Alright. Now where's my pen? I just had it. I'm so disorganized today. Oh, thank goodness. Here it is. Alright. Got my Wacom pen. Now let's roll. Alright. So, some sketches. Let's try and just kind of map this out, because I'm going to try to do it a little bit of speed painting style, because I wanted to have the time that I need to get it done. We'll do street, and obviously that's pretty harsh white on black, but who cares, we're just doing a testy test here. That chime that you just heard is actually my alarm going off that this thing is due already, which is super annoying because I am really late. Like ridiculously late. But whatever. It can be turned in late. You just don't get as many votes on the jump. Just kind of a bummer, but if it's really a good design, then people will recognize it and vote for it. And for anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, the Woot Derby is something... Sorry, let me turn this down a little bit. The Woot Derby is something that happens twice a week, usually. This week and throughout the month of July, it's only once per week. So it's a little different. This is the 10K Cup Woot Derby. And what that means is if you were to win this one and you sell more t-shirts than anybody else, you get $10,000 and prestige and awesomeness and love and affection, and all of your old dogs come back to life. And basically your life is just amazing. If you lose, then, well, sorry, you're a loser. I'm not sure I've got enough perspective here. I'm wondering if we're going to have enough dystopia here. I kind of like the harsh black and white here. It's kind of fun. Let's do like a little on the awning. Like here's your store. Let's just go ahead and go nuts, shall we? Probably would be easier if I actually used the straight tools in Photoshop. But whatever, I'm just sketching it out, trying to get some ideas. See exactly how I want to do this. Not sure this is the right approach, actually. I'm going to go ahead and restart and just warm up a little bit. Get some spirals, little warm up spirals. And here's kind of an idea of what I want my zombie to look like. A little bit of drool. And of course, they're looking at their phone. This is essentially what they're going to look like. Kind of cartoony and spooky at the same time. Alright, cool. So let's see. Why don't I go ahead and start with some characters, since that's the funnest part, and then we'll just do the background in there, just whenever we get this down. Let me go ahead and start with a less harsh color. Go with like a gray, give it some buzz. Just to kind of get an idea. To give him the illusion that he's just about to fall over from not paying attention. So that lack of balance, I think, is going to be kind of important in this. I don't want it to look like he's got missing limbs or anything, because he's not a real zombie, he's just like a phone zombie. But I still want to give the illusion that that's exactly what he is. You know, this might even look cool as like silhouettes. I haven't really nailed down the tactic I'm going for with this yet. But I kind of like the idea. These zombies walking around. And you know what? Their heads are up too high. Their heads need to be lowered. Yes. And of course the little kid is with the mom or dad, respectively. No judge. I'm thinking about a caption for this one. I'm thinking the real zombies are already here. Something along those lines. So if we imagine all these people walking here. I kind of love a handwritten font. Even though it's never quite in the right place. You know, I really like the direction this is going. I think this is going to be cool. Go ahead and send this to the peanut gallery, see what they think. You know, before I do that, I'm going to add the phones in. That's an integral part. They definitely need to have that ragged look to them. Whoops. Peanut Gallery, what do you think? Okay, waiting for the Peanut Gallery to chime in. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and add another layer of zombies in behind these guys, because we can. We'll make it a little darker. Make that a little further in the distance. I think I'm also going to need a glow on their faces so that you can see the phone is like showing, you know, that the screen is actually lighting up their face. I think that's going to make a difference. It's going to be a lot of drawing little people in the distance. Go ahead and bump this down to a layer behind. Now, you know, this was originally supposed to be just a preliminary sketch, and I was going to clean it up, but I kind of like the grittiness of it. I think I might keep it. You know, maybe just a few minor tweaks, like little kid here needs to be angled better. That's better. And this guy needs to have like a bit more. Definition in him. I kind of want to give the appearance like he's got a missing limb though. So definitely gotta try and keep that in there. I like the creepy elongated quality of her neck already, just as a mistake in sketching. It definitely changes the whole look. That horror movie effect. Same with her knobbly kneed looking elbow over here. Maybe a little too knobbly. I think we're going to need like a street in the background too though. That's definitely going to add some depth to this. So let's go ahead and do that. I love the idea that they're just walking down the road because it's like they're going to get hit. Hit by a car or something. And it feels like real zombies, you know, just like hanging out. You know how they just kind of wander, like heedless of the traffic signals and whatever else is out there. Make it look like the road is kind of breaking apart due to lack of interest. Sorry about all the notification sound effects. I have yet to turn those off. Go ahead and make this kind of fall off in the distance. Maybe not enough distance. Let's kind of give it some more. And then we'll use our eraser to lower opacity and flow for that matter. That's better. Now this quality of fuzz is not going to be available in the final drawing. It's going to be half-toned, which is probably going to be about half of my lesson here. I call it a lesson. It's really just me rambling while you watch me draw. But whatever. We'll call it a lesson. Why not? So that's a road. Let's Let's go ahead and put like a yellow line down the middle of it just to show how inconsiderate these people are being. And it'll be fun to get a splash of color in there as well. Man, I'm the queen of misclicks today. I did not mean to put a folder in there. Maybe we'll make the glow yellow as well. Anyway, the theme of this derby is dystopia, so I want it to have that gritty look as well. It's important, I think. Alright, let's go ahead and add the glow here. We'll clean this up some more. After I clean this up, because that's just wretched. Fix it! Ew! Alright, I'm going to add the glow. So let's do the yellow glow, why not? Make it a yellow glow. I mean, it's probably more likely to be like a blue glow though, right? I'm going to go ahead and select this layer and then see if I can't do some judicious erasing. Oops. Working out pretty good. To do this a little better here. Right, now I'm going to drop this down quite a bit by taking the glow down to a lower opacity. You know what? I don't really like it in the yellow. I'm going to see what it looks like in the blue. Let's give it a try and see what we think. Though, you know, the white glow is not bad. Probably a blue white glow would be ideal. Yeah, I think so. Cool. I like it. Alright, let's do some buildings in the background, similar to the road. Probably need to add some more road as well, just to accommodate all the people walking on it. And just for scale's sake. Add some buildings back here. Maybe like a manhole cover in the street. That might be kind of cool. I'm trying to keep it all vague though, so it has that creepy, like, you don't know what's going on kind of feeling. Let's do a manhole. I don't know if I like that manhole. I kind of like the simplicity of it. It's kind of fun this way. I'm just going to clean up the people a bit and then ship it. Fit and finish is not our friend today because we are in a hurry, are we not? I'm also going to probably pop it into Illustrator and see what I can do with the layers there. Or maybe play with filters a little bit and try and get that grit. I definitely need to make these look more like phones and tablets and stuff, because I don't know that that's coming across right now. Definitely shaping them a little bit is going to help. I love the idea that they were like wearing ragged clothes and stuff. It's like they can't even get off their phone long enough to change their outfit. Kind of love it. I mean, it's kind of bad, but it kind of works too. That makes sense? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe everyone will hate it. But whatever, I like it. What are the odds of me actually winning the 10K cup anyway? I mean, it honestly can't be that good. Give this one a ponytail. Sorry if I'm getting a little quiet. Sometimes when I start focusing, it's hard to remember that I'm talking to people. I mean, especially when I don't hear the dings of people commenting and chatting and such. I'm not trying to guilt anybody, but if you are there, why don't you shout out and say hello? Because that would be cool. Can't I understand? Some people are shy. Some people aren't even there. Maybe nobody's watching. It's probably more likely. But, you know, that happens. Not everybody can watch every stream all the time. I think maybe I'm going to do some, like, ghostly people in the background, just given the appearance of people being there without, like, any detail whatsoever. Definitely give that zombie creepy vibe. Cool. Fix the road. It's a little funky looking. I kind of don't mind it being the only color in it. It sort of gives it a little bit of charm. Would be nice if it wasn't crooked though. How to manage that? That's right though. Isn't that what Photoshop is for? It's for fixing your dumb old mistakes. Alright, now finally a layer of white for the top. Sorry, I'm getting quiet again, but something about talking and applying paint to letters is very difficult to do. I don't know why, it's weird. Okay, so I'm going to save my work before I lose it. Holy crap, I haven't saved once. Huge, fatal mistake. Never do that. Save. Save, save, save. Always save. Please don't crash, please, please. There we go. Cool. I think the glow definitely helps with the phone thing. Hopefully that's enough. I'm going to go ahead and try to apply some effects and make it really cool looking. Let's go for it. Put some grittiness on this sucker. See what kind of noise we can add. Noise isn't really the effect I want. How about, let's look at the filter gallery, then we can just flip around and see what sticks. Maybe like an underpainting or something. Articulation's kind of nice. Might be just a little too uniform for me though. See how that looks. Nah, it doesn't look like much. Alright, let's do the people first. And that gray layer. In fact, let's name our layers because we're really bad about this today. Okay, middle gray. Layer, darker gray. Glow. White overlay. Dark gray BG. I'm just going to combine these two because they are the same. Let's make sure they're the same color too while we're at it. Well, that looks freaky. Let's definitely make this a little less, just a little less. Doesn't need to be that detailed. We want just hints of former civilization. Just hints. Maybe not enough hint. Hold on. You know what might be cool actually to get that gritty look that we want is just to use some brushes and like tease it out. Let's go ahead and copy this layer and then play with that idea a little bit. So we got some gritty brushes here, just in the default panel. And I'm thinking if I just do some judicious erasing in that area, I could make it look real good. Now remember the effect is going to be changed a little bit too when I do my halftoning. Yeah, kind of like that. See how it looks on the others. Remember my flow down quite a bit though. Yeah, I like it. This might be just what we need to get that right look. The glow will keep the same because we don't want that to change too much. Do a bit more on this white because it doesn't need to be so prominent. Kind of wanted it to look a little like spray paint on the ground, maybe. You know what? Let's roll with that. I'm going to do a distort. Bust it out like this a little bit. Yeah, like that. I'm going to do the same with this guy though. See if we can get the same. I may have screwed up by selecting the wrong size box. Let's try that again. One more time. It's not too bad. That's a little better. And actually I'm going to go ahead and bump that down a little bit in opacity because it's really more of a effect. And that white overlay will duplicate so it's stronger. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to beef it up a little bit in the faded areas though. But you know what, I'm going to use that different brush just to give it that same unsplattery effect. Make sure I have my right color. Didn't I have like a splat brush at one point? You know, I think there's on my other computer. Okay, let's save because I'm starting to feel a little wonky here. Always save, especially when you're feeling wonky. Oops. This one's kind of fun too because it's also like a nod to the whole Pokemon Go thing that's going on right now. it one more time. Just so that everything matches nicely. Yeah, feeling pretty good about that. All right, save, and now we halftone. Okay, now we wait patiently and then save as a halftone. Cool. All right, now for the fun and boring part. Woo, halftoning. All right, well, the real question is, do you guys care enough about the halftoning process to watch it, or should I just sign off and dig in? I'm gonna ask the peanut gallery. What do you say? Don't think I have any watchers right now. So I guess I'll just leave it on. You guys can watch. All right, it just takes a few minutes. It ain't no thing. All right, so our white overlay copy. Copy you, create a new layer. Oops, no, I'm starting off all wrong. Let's try this again. First, I'm going to create a white layer. And the reason I create this white layer is so that I can differentiate between the white layer and, or I'm sorry, between the layer width and the width of the file. It's very important to make sure that the yeah, so basically when I create a new file, I want to be able to sorry, I'm having trouble concentrating for the moment. I want to be able to put it back in the file at the exact same size. It's really hard to do that when you copy just the layer because it changes the size of the new file and therefore alters the way that it's imported. It moves it to the center of the file and then you have to reform it. So I make the background just to place it. That's pretty much all there is to it. So I'm going to copy merge, create a new file. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so new file. Image mode grayscale is your first step. We flatten that, discard. Image mode bitmap. Now that we're at grayscale, we can change it to bitmap, and then we will select our style. I'm going to go with square this time just to see what it looks like. I kind of like it at square. Let's see how it feels in the file itself. Copy, hide these guys, paste it back in there. I'm going to select our color range of white and eliminate, and then give it the old flipperoo. Control I does an inverse color, and then we've got our white overlay. And you know, I do kind of like it in square, but it's a little too gritty. I want it to be more legible, so I'm going to undo this. Undo, state change, undo. Okay. I'll go back to image mode, bitmap. Okay. I'm going to change our frequency to 30. Yeah, that's a lot better. I like it gritty, but I don't want it that gritty. I want it to be, you know, pretty, not just gritty, pretty. Select your color range. Okay, delete you, give the old flipperoo. Oops. Deselect and then flipperoo. Alright, you see how it plops it right on top of your other layer? There's no placing involved, so it's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to go ahead and, since I already have this backed up, I will kill my white overlay. And there we go. Alright, for the blue glow, we're going to first combine some layers. I'll just do white halftone just so I don't lose it. We've got our blue right here. Once again, we pop a white layer underneath. Okay, now to make sure this blue is fully visible, I'm going to go ahead and do another color overlay and make it a grayish tone because I want to make sure that it's it's shown in the halftone. Sometimes the halftoning process dulls it from color, and I don't want that to happen. I want it to actually be a strong sense of that blue. So I'm going to edit, copy merged, new file, image mode, grayscale, flatten, discard, image mode, bitmap, okay, okay, and okay, and that's it. Bring that sucker back in there. First thing we do is select the color range of white, kill that. Now we've got our layer, and our layer is in place. Go ahead and turn off the color overlay, and then grab the right blue. Sorry, this is probably very dizzying. I want to make sure I have the right color. So I'm going to kill that. Do a blending options, color overlay, and then make it that blue. And we kill the white, and we have ourselves a look. How do we feel about our glow? I think our glow feels pretty good. Let's go ahead and stick it under the white halftone because that's where it lives. Eventually it's going to be under that gray, so... Well, actually no, because it's highlighting her face. Well, either way. As long as the glow is there, it don't matter. Alright. First thing I'm going to do is get this guy out of its group. What are you? You're yellow. Okay. Yellow. Kill that group. That was the accidental group. Where's my white layer? Did I delete it again? Ugh, I'm all over the place today. I'm sorry. Shut up, computer. You have the worst timing. Alright, so same old, same old. Create a new thingy. Put it under the gray. I'm going to actually, before I do anything else, change this to blue halftone. I'm going to rasterize the style so it collapses. And then I'll hide these two. And I want that. Oh, sorry, I made that blue, not white. My bad. Okay. So here's our gray layer. Looks nice and gritty. Kind of cool. Let's go ahead and copy merged. Create a new file. Now, I think you can actually do it too by just pasting into this file. But I've never been able to do it where it looks right. So I'm just going to go ahead and kill these files. We'll paste into our new file, image mode, grayscale, flatten, discard, image mode, bitmap, copy paste. Look, it already looks great, even though it's technically black. How cool is that? Alright. That's just the way halftoning does it. It's kind of neat. Kill the gray. This time we're not going to kill our white layer. We are going to save it. Oops, I forgot to delete my white. So we'll select our color range. Delete you. And we add the blending options of color overlay. Select a darkish gray. Maybe even a little lighter just so it's more visible. Then we do okay, okay. Pop you in into the blue halftone. And then that's it. So the next layer is the darker gray layer, and that one is the one under it. Gray. Darker gray. Actually, let's call it gray halftone so we know we did it. Alright. Now we just close everything else. Once again. Copy merged. Edit. Copy merged. Create a new file. Paste you in there. Sorry guys, this gets kind of repetitive after a little while. But eventually you get good at it and then you don't have to think about the steps, it just kind of happens. Which is nice. Pop you on top, select your color range, select the white. Okay, delete the white. I'm going to bump it down over here, turn off the darker gray and the white layer. Blending options, set to color overlay. Make that color darker than that original gray so that they're kind of in the background. And turn everything else back on after we hit OK. Looking pretty good. All right, last layer. The last one is, oh, I'm sorry, 2 more layers to go. Let me make sure I don't have too many colors. We got white, blue, gray, dark gray, tone, and then we will last try that layer, yellow, and then dark, dark gray. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nope, we're good. We got 6 colors. We like to push the limits, don't we? All right, let's do our yellow. All right, pop our white underneath the yellow layer. Pop those on top. Image. Oh, no, what are we doing? Okay, get back in. Back in the game. Copy merged. New file. Blah, blah, blah. Image. Mode. Grayscale. Discard. Image mode. Bitmap. Okay, okay. Copy. Paste D. Hide D. Select D. Delete E. Cover overlay E. Dollar. Make it more of a straight yellow. Yeah, I like that. Then we bump it down where it belongs. Up under the other half tones. Rasterize that crap. Kill the old yeller. Hey, we just killed old yeller. That's hilarious. Sorry, that's terrible. Really bad. Okay, last things last. Our background. It's kind of messy, but looks good when everything's in there. So, new file. Pasty. No. Copy merge. Skipped a step. See what happens? Copy merge. Image. Mode. Bitmap. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's easy. Kill you. Select. Color range. Select you. Delete. Good to go. All the way on the bottom. Blending options. Make it a nice dark gray. That is not dark gray. That is, however. Okay. And there we have it. We have a half-toned, completed file. Yellow half-tone. Just gotta remember to name your layers. Very important. Dark gray. Dark gray half-tone. And then kill the black background. Shirt. Kill you. Yes. Alright, there we go. Completed file. Ready for print and or export. 6 colors, only 3 of them really necessary, but who cares? I like using all the colors if I can. Why not? Damn the man. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get this sucker submitted. If you want to vote, feel free to sign into Derby. It's shirt.woot.com/derby. You can only vote if you've ever bought something on Woot before, so go buy something and then vote for me. Yay! If you don't want to, then whatever. You got a life too. I understand. Okay, thank you for joining me today on my quick painting of a gritty looking zombie post-apocalyptic dystopian t-shirt design. I'm glad you were able to join me today or watch my stuff on YouTube later. But either way, thank you and have a fantastic day. Alright, signing off.